baggage that comes with them that we have to solve, and they take longer to get to the finish line. And I love that. Like we love the hugs. That's awesome.
On the coaching side, we work mostly with adult children who have aging parents and aging parent issues, often with siblings. And I also do work with solo agers, people who are aging alone for a whole host of reasons.
Okay, gotcha. How did you get into all that? Like, how do you become a fiduciary in California? How's that?
That's a story. So I was living in Naples, Florida at the time, which, if you don't know, is God's waiting room.
You're right.
So, right, and there's lots of people who go there first as snowbirds from up north, wherever up north is,
right,
and eventually become year-round. As it becomes harder for them to go back and forth, they end up staying in Florida. And so when I moved, my kids were 2 and 6. Our parents and grandparents were far away, and so these older adults who didn't have family nearby because their kids and grandkids were up north, they kind of adopted us and we adopted them. And that was awesome. And then 10 or 12 years goes by, and now all of a sudden they're hitting 80. And I kept being asked, Sherry, can you? Sherry, will you? And as that happened, what became clear is there was a business opportunity. I was originally going to name it Rent-A-Daughter, but I decided not to. But as I was learning about this business opportunity, I found out there was actually a profession.
Okay.
Now, the profession for me was a very good fit because I have an MBA and I spent the first chunk of my career in healthcare consulting, working mostly in the areas of psychiatry, neurosurgery, and neurology, which, as you know, are all, degenerative disorders, often in the elderly, and often lead to, issues.
Yep.
And then the second chunk of my career, I was a chief operating officer in a multi-office real estate consulting firm that was nationwide. And so in that role, I was doing a lot of coaching of executives and my team. And this gave me the opportunity to kind of take everything I had done before and apply it in a different way. And what I like to say is at the end of meetings as a fiduciary and as a coach, you get hugs, not handshakes.
That's right. We try to do that too when we buy deals, right? Like that's one of our goals. And people are like, well, that's kind of weird. Like you're buying the real estate. It's like, no, I want every seller that we buy their property to be grateful for us helping them. And usually it's a hug at the closing table when we finally get, because obviously these are super complicated deals. Doing these probate deals and stuff are not like any other deal. There's a lot of baggage that comes with them that we have to solve, and they take longer to get to the finish line. And I love that. Like we love the hugs. That's awesome.